Welcome everybody, and thank you for joining us. I'm Lorenzo Sassi, Sales Manager at DirectOut. Today is another great day in the history of our company, and I'm really honored to be the person opening this online event. We want to steal only a very few minutes of your precious time, so let's go straight to the point. If you follow our social media pages, you probably noticed that during the last few days, we mentioned some phrases already spoiling a bit the content of this event. Nothing that needs to be a secret anymore. Today, we're launching a new product, and here it is, underneath this black cover. But before we take the veil off, let's take a look at what we wrote. Legacy evolved. Let's go translated in many different languages, many different ones, but for sure not all of them. At least one of them was missing, and that's actually my mother tongue, Italian. Does anybody know how you say let's go in Italian? Well, you probably got it by now. So let's not wait any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to unveil to you today the third generation of our famous ADDA converter. The Andiamo. At a first glance, nothing seems to be different from the previous version. But if you take a closer look to it, you will find out that a lot has changed. Let's start with the hardware. Our CPO, Christian Müller, will illustrate that to us.
Hi everyone! Let's have a look at the third generation of the Andiamo. It's a one-rack unit housing with the typical DirectOut handles. The front panel with all the LEDs identifies it truly as an Andiamo. But the best part is at the back side of the unit. There are D-sub 25 connectors for analog input and output, a word clock I/O, and two MADI SFP ports. Two RJ45 sockets connect with audio networks such as Ravenna, Dante, and SoundGrid. Remote control is achieved via the management network port. As usual, with all DirectOut devices, there are two redundant power supplies.
Thank you, Christian, for the hardware intro. But as every other device in our portfolio, the new Andiamo has its own scope and features. Let's listen to our CTO, Claudio Becker-Foss, who will tell us more about it.
Hello everyone. When we launched the Andiamo back in 2010, we already had the feeling that this would be a game changer. At that time, it was the only device with such a high density in terms of channel count versus footprint. 32 ADDA converters, MADI, and redundant power supplies. That was of course quite appealing for the broadcast industry immediately. The studio people appreciated the thorough converter design and the superb sound quality of the device, and combined with the affordable price point, the Andiamo series quite quickly became our core product line. The series grew with the Andiamo XT, adding A3 I/Os, and soon we added the Andiamo 2 with a second MADI port, providing more reliability with redundancy features and even more channel count at higher sample rates. Over the years, we kept adding new features to the existing products, like channel-based routing and even summing buses. And now it was time to modernize the design once more. With the new Andiamo, we returned to its initial name, but we raised the bar. The ADDA converters are newly designed, and we added network audio and network remote control. For instance, the Ravenna version of the new Andiamo offers an amazing value of channel count versus rack space. We have 288 inputs, 288 outputs with a full-fledged routing matrix and failover redundancy with ears, and all that again in just one rack unit. Still, we wanted to keep it simple, and the goal was to make it possible to use the Andiamo without the need to fire up a computer and connect the remote control software. So The front panel offers very straightforward access to bank routing, clock and I/O selection, and you can access all that just by 2 buttons directly from the front panel. Of course, we carefully selected and modernized the existing features you already know from the Andiamo series. And yeah, the idea was to keep the good things and add some nice new things on top of that. So I hope you enjoy the evolution of the legendary Andiamo series.
Thank you, Claudio. And thank you all for watching. For more info about Andiamo and the rest of our products, visit our brand new website at directout.eu. Andiamo is back. The legacy has evolved.